Yes, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hey there, odd maniacs. Hey there, Shade Does Magic. What's up? What's up, everybody? Are you hearing my voice? Can you see my hands? Amphi Falborn is in the house too, I believe for the very first time. And Frederick Barud, guten Abend, or perhaps good evening. Guten Abend, Frederick. Jérôme Fournier, hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? We're getting started here in a second. Are you excited, everybody? Are you excited? What kind of music is this? I don't know, man. Ronald Faber has got his cards ready. That's good. Get a deck of cards out. Crack one open. Start practicing immediately. Do your thing. Make it practice time. Quality time for yourselves. Welcome in the house. Akuma Snow. Let's get rolling. OTHMARIUS Magic. Like and subscribe. That's right. Boom. What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Long time no see. It's been 2 weeks ago. We have been doing this last time. Welcome once again to yet another Card Magic live practice jam on this very channel, OTHMARIUS Magic. And we are pretty much walking towards the very end of the royal road to card magic. Today we're going to take a look at tricks with arrangements. This is one of the last chapters in the royal road to card magic. One with zero pictures, nada, no pictures. Those are tricks as it said, you know, who come with pre-arrangements with a stalk at the bottom or top of the deck or in the middle of the deck. And once again, Hugad and Broe, they just, you know, push it a little further, giving the novice now an introduction basically into different principles of the tricks themselves, right? We have been chapter through chapter been introduced to different handling techniques. Anyway, the music is so loud again, I believe. And now it's time to learn some more tricks before in the next chapter we're going to learn or going to take a look at how to put those tricks together, how to, you know, put some micro acts together, how to routine some tricks, and then we are going onto the stages. We're going out into the world performing our magic. I'm super excited. Hi, Naira Smith. What's up? How are you doing? Before we get started, once again, a big shout out, big thank you to the Oddmaniacs, to all them of you who decided to support me a little bit on Patreon. You can, of course, follow me also on Patreon without making a pledge or something. Anyways, it's for me always very important to point this out at the very beginning of every show, because everything that's going down right now on my channel is because of you guys. You're rocking awesome. Thank you so much. And of course, all relevant links, again, for today's show, you will find in the info cards as well as in the info box. And also, you will find a link to our Discord channel where we guys meet and talk, and you get to know each other. And big shout out here right away to Richard Bellers, because Richard Bellers just shared a link of a tutorial on the top change. We've been talking about the top change. Was it the last session? It was the last session, I believe, right? Yes, top and bottom change. So in case you after watching this or just you know, finding my channel and you binge watching, all the other live streams. You will find the series in the info cards as well as in the info box, also the Discord channel, and there is a tutorial for the linked for the top change. And I also did a tutorial on top change in the last session, right? The last trick with this beautiful color change I showed you. Let's use this new deck here. Let me give this a try. Let's get started here. By the way, I just want to get started here today with a card trick. So let's take those two cards here. How do I do this? Let's have the king of this is something where usually standing up, where you have a king. You show the king and then you turn it into the whatever other card. Top change, color change, beautiful color change. Not so hard to do. It's something I really like doing standing, but this is also, one or two steps ahead here when we talk about platform tricks, when we talk about, walking at the thin line in card magic, from micro magic, from close-up magic, trying to reach a wider audience, people that are a little bit more far away from us, so that they can also see something when we perform our epic magic. Currently, I got 11 folks viewing. Thank you so much for tuning in. There's going to be a great session, I believe. Now, I'm super hyped being back on the card table. I had a busy 2 weeks, and I'm in delay with so many things. And also, I quit smoking once again. I tried to, I'm doing it again, Jesus. Now, I tried to kill myself with cigarettes for almost 20 years in my life, and then I realized that there's a much quicker and faster option, blowing smoke into the air, and I got myself one of these suckers, guys. Right now, did you get on this one? The war on vaping is going on. This is a little fog machine, right? That is pretty dope. I'm gonna show you this right now. This makes a lot of fog, absolutely intense and crazy, but it is, as a matter of fact, comes with less risk than smoking combustible cigarettes, and after over 20 years of smoking and also being a chain smoker, I reached a point where it was like where I really started feeling it, like with having a flat lung or a breast in the morning and not being able to really breathe and feeling really terrible about myself. Came across those suckers, bought myself one last week, vaping now for about 1 week, and it's freaking amazing. Now, if you are not addicted to nicotine, you would be fucking crazy to get started with this shit. But for everybody, every adult smoker who wants to get off cigarettes, I highly recommend this technology. I'm super excited, and since I'm feeling so good about myself, I just wanted to share this with you before I'm getting started here. But there is a vape going on in the United States, a war going on, a war against vaping, and the government is trying to take away the flavor, the juicy flavor from the Americans' vapors. Did you guys hear about that? That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. By the way, video of the week also here in the info cards. I linked a performance in case I'm missing what I'm going to do about right now, and then I linked a video of how's the guy called? Wait, let me check this out. Jonathan Pye. Do you guys know Jonathan Pye? It's a British, is it comedian? It's a British performer who mimics a news and anchor man, and he's always very angry and kind of, in the off, when the camera seems to be off, he's ranting about the world and everything. And he made a beautiful segment on the whole thing about the extinct rebellion movement. I don't know if you guys in the States, I got a lot of people watching from the States, are getting this. This is right now really a hot topic in Europe. This extinct rebellion is protesting in the streets in also my city, Berlin. It's my city for almost 20 years now. Doing a little bit of troublemaking, doing a little bit of civil unrest, and you people are so absolutely crazy about it and very mixed on Twitter. Yeah, and Jonathan Pye did a very nice segment. If you guys want to get all political, you can check also out the video in the week in the info cards. Crazy challenges in the house. Hey ho, crazy challengers. Guys, let's get started here with a card trick, okay? With a card trick. Fitting to the topic. Let me see if I can fool you guys. Let's give this a try. So I got a deck of cards here. Right, just an ordinary deck of cards. Nothing special about these cards. Let me give those a decent shuffle, because shuffling cards in a performance of card magic is just common sense. Am I right? So I'm shuffling these cards here right now, just one more time. And then I need you to pick a card out of the deck. And we're going to do this the classical way. I'm handing you the fan, right? And you guys are going to pick a card out of there. And we're not going to do this like very dramatically or something. Any card here. This one. You want to have this one. Which one do you want to have? This one. You want to have this one? No, don't take this one, because this is red. So you're going for this one, right? And let me see if that has worked well. I will not take a look at the card, not at all. I just close my eyes. You memorize the card, guys. Memorize the card. Where is the? Okay, memorize the card, and I put it back in here, right? And then we're supposed to be ready to do our little trick. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going now to take some cards here and place them face down onto the table. I take another little pack here and place them face up on the table. I take another. Where's the music? What's happening with the music? Another little pack here, and again I'm going face down with those, and I'm going face up. Now everybody who knows a little bit about magic knows where this is leading. What is the effect I'm getting here at call? Do you know this? Anybody knows this? Hit me up in the comments. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're going now to shuffle those cards decently, just like that. Check it out, guys. And I want you to really take a look here. Take a close look. Bang. It is a genuine shuffle, right? Can you see this? And I'm not doing any bullshit with it. I just twiddling that, and I take all the other cards, and then I'm just mixing them once again. Bang, 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 just like that. Putting all the cards in there. That's it. And then a final time with this package here, I'm going to mix those cards just again back in there, just like that. Just like that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't it be freaking amazing if I, just by the power of my magic, could reset the whole deck with all them cards now mixed, you know, up and down and just snapping with my fingers, and all the cards appear face down except oh Jesus. I forgot to put the selection into the pack. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. And now I'm live. I just cannot, right now, I just cannot, you know, turn the camera off and just you reset it and then reshoot it, you know, the way Chris Ramsey does it. I need to really get magic going here right now. And for that, I got my new magic wand. I bought it in purple, which is super gay, but I love it, you know. It's just a beautiful color. So, magic power here. Oh, and you know what's happening now? Look at this shit. Look at this. What the hell? Cool. Look. We got an ace of spades. We got a 2 of spades. We got a 3 of spades. We got a 4 of spades. We got a 5 of spades. We got a 6 of spades. We got a 7 of spades. We got a 9 of spades. We got a 10 of spades. What else we got? We got a jack. We got the queen. Can you see this? And we got the king here. All face up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Jack, queen, king. Can it be that the card you just selected out of the deck is the 8 of spades? Would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, magic! In case you're wondering, this is one of my favorite triumph effects. Now I'm not going to reveal this here. I'm not gonna do this, and I believe this is one of the few epic card tricks that those YouTube kids have not revealed yet, and it's not because I don't know, a big star like David Blaine didn't perform it on television, you know, because usually after a big magician performed on television or fooled on Penn and Teller, somebody's gonna reveal it, right? Expose it. So I'm not gonna do this here, just to keep the magic alive a little bit. But I'm gonna tell you where you find it, in case you want to learn it. And yeah, and there's going to be some hints here today, because the tricks that I'm gonna show you in a couple of minutes, they are really close in the preparation you need for this trick. And that's all what I say for it. Yeah, Frederick Barut, Chin Lim style. That's right. That's right. I wonder, in what is it called? The world, no, the Chin Lim, the world act, famous super act, or what is it called, where he also produces a card with fog. I don't know, what is it? Something like this, probably, kind of a technology like this. And it feels so great to be able to blow dust in the air and to get my dose of nicotine and not having this terrible, you know, pain what you get when you're smoking cigarettes. Crazy Challenge says, yeah, they are trying to close the streets here in London. That's right, London too, the Extinct Rebellion folks, right? And the people of London and the people of Berlin are very divided, you know? Probably everybody driving an SUV is kind of pissed. Yeah, well, no, we don't go deep into this if you're interested in this. I thought Jonathan Pye, in his very unique way, really made a great segment and really pointed out the most important points or aspects on the whole topic that I also kind of, you know, thought or felt, but would have never been able to put in such a artistic way, you know. In case you don't know Jonathan Pye, guys, you find the video in the info cards. You're gonna have a great time. He's doing a great work. So Carl Gardner is tuning in from Illinois. I hope you're still with us, because I've been now rushing through here and sometimes I just don't see all your comments. Currently 13 folks watching. So that was the trick. That was did this fool you? Did you like it? Did you like the performance? Come on, a little applause here, and give me something. So I don't know where I saw this. Did I even see this live? Somebody did this. Blew my mind completely. I loved it very much. So I went on a hunt. I hunted this trick basically down, and then I found it finally. It's on this volume 6 of Easy to Master Card Miracles by Michael Amar. And guys, by the way, they are not how do you say, not unexpensive or something. I believe $30 and so. And a disclaimer: I don't have any advertisement gigs or contracts. Or this is just the reference to where I found the trick. And of course, it is a John Bannon design. John Bannon probably you should know John Bannon, like Twisted Sisters maybe, or Strangers Gallery, most famous products by John Bannon. And he also published a lot of books that are just, it's just whatever I came in contact with John Bannon, it was always absolutely brilliant. Crazy Challenge said it was great. Yes. So it's volume 6, $30. Maybe you can pick it up on Amazon. I don't even have an affiliate link down there. It doesn't matter. And there are a lot of great tricks here. And this is what I love about this old school. You know, you get all the performances, and you know, maybe the teachings by Michael Amar. It's one of the greatest magicians alive today. The man is absolutely insane, and he's performing a very a classy style of magic, and he's doing all the classic card tricks in this series. It is absolutely powerful material. Yes, this trick, I bought this DVD just because of this trick. Can you believe it or not? It is absolutely fantastic, absolutely super cool. And if I wasn't broke all the time, I would buy myself more of this series. But what can you do? I just bought everything I could lay my hands on from Tamaris, so I'm broke for this year again. So look at this, guys. We got here the Royal Road to Card Magic. We have the first, I believe it's one of the only, it's the only chapter with no freaking pictures. What am I supposed to do, to read the shit or what? And it has some tricks that I believe are worth taking a look at, but there are also some tricks, for example, the trick before, but again with much more effort in there, and so I probably will also skip that. And then there is a very nice Jack's Wild, where we have some dealing, where we pretend to do sleight of hand, but we're actually working with the stock. We take a look at this, and then there is a think stop. Maybe this is the first trick, the think stop and the deal away, which are pretty dope. Before we take a look at these tricks, yeah, Christmas is coming now. Yeah, it's coming. But Christmas Christmas season is the season where I usually make money. I'm on a Christmas fair with my girlfriend, and we are selling artworks, tile murals, very artistic, very beautifully designed, colorful tile murals with collages with scientific drawings from different authors and epochs. And so I'm going to be on the market, and I hope I'm going to make some money, you know, in order to spend it the next year, you know. I spent all my money on magic already for this year. So what can I do? It's so sad. So, for the Jack's Wild trick, let me try this. Let me try this now. Let's do this with the. So we got a bad streaming quality. I hope I'm coming through to you guys. We got currently 13 folks watching. That's fair dinkum. But I didn't want to go here, I want to go here. So, got my Copex, very nice cards. Professing to demonstrate a gambler's sleight, you repeatedly deal 3 jacks. No, that's Jack's Wild. The think stop I wanted. An arrangement of the cards of one suit is used in this triggering effect. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do with this trick. This is how we roll. Again, we got a not ordinary deck of cards. Yeah, right. We start like with the other trick. Tajikistan. We got Akabali Shukurov watching from Tajikistan. Hey man, what are you doing with a Joker profile? Did you already watch the Joker? What a crazy movie! I haven't watched it. I want to watch it in a movie in the theaters actually. Because I believe Joaquin's Phoenix performance is mind-blowing. I'm here, but before we got into Rick, now today I'm all over the place again. I am so excited about this movie, okay? And I'm going to watch it in the theaters. I'm such a huge fan of Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's one of one of the best actors living today. He's on the same level like Marlon Brando and shit, like really awesome actor. And I really, when I heard that he was playing the Joker, and when I heard that they would take this to another level, like more artistic and more serious, you know, why so serious? I was excited because I'm a huge fan of this character. I believe the Joker is absolutely fantastic character in the whole Batman universe. I'm not a comic guy or something, you know. I just know Batman like a normie, and but yeah, I'm looking forward to watch this in the theaters, you know. Yeah. So, Akabari Shukurov, good they're tuning in. I'm going to show a trick here right now. Let's where is this? We got the Greta in the back and Susan in the back. So, I got my cards, and I shuffle the cards. So where am I, so that you can see me? And I'm just going to shuffle the cards here a little bit, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this shuffle also. We're going to learn an absolutely great shuffle. here today. But of course, this is kind of going back to the first chapter of the Royal Road to Card Magic. Now we actually start using these techniques. So fair overhand shuffle, as you can see, I'm giving the sucker one more card and we're good to go. And now I have again a spectator select a card, right? And I want to give this a try. I'm not even looking at the card here. I'm closing my eyes. I want you to look at the card and memorize the card, okay? It doesn't matter. I look at the card anyways, so that I know if I failed it, because I just learned this trick today. Okay, so we got a jack of cards, and the magician wouldn't know what it is, and we would place the card back on top of the deck, and then we say to a spectator, "Honey bunny, you know what? Just give those cards a cut." Right, and then the spectator cuts the cards and also completes the cut. Fair enough, right? Isn't that fair? Good. And he say, "What? You know what? We need much more cutting." And maybe I as a magician, I would go like, "What? You know what? I'd give this one more cut. This is how the pros do. You do it like a kindergarten. Do it one more time. Thank you very much. One more time. Very well. You cut the cards one more time, and then the cards can be cut as many times as you need it. We cut them one more time, right? And that's good. So the whole deck is super cut right now, but in my opinion, it's not cut enough. So I have the spectator cut the cards just another time. This is crazy because you just can't cut cards enough, and you can even have other spectators cut your cards, and then the cards are cut, right? And with this deck, you want to cut them one more time? I don't care. We don't cut them one more time. You have them now. Now, here's now the premise. What you say to your spectators is actually the more you cut the cards, the more difficult it becomes for me, because I knew your card was on top of the deck, and then when you first cut it, I just had to guess, or really observe how many cards you would cut upon there, and from there again how many cards you cut upon there, and then again how many cards you cut upon there. And I'm quite sure right now that I know exactly the position of the card, of your card, in this deck, but this would be too easy. Actually, it would just be a demonstration of my absolutely unbelievable skills, because we gotta be really honest about it. The United States of America right now, they have the wisest, most intelligent human that possibly ever possible could be running for office, except for me, obviously, right? And for some, maybe you could do it too, but first of all, you got to be courageous enough to face your wisdom, right? And I'm courageous enough right now here on YouTube, where everybody can see it, that I just freaking know right now the position of the card, although it has been cut and cut and cut all over again, right? That's not how we do this. How we do this is that I'm going to count in my head numbers now, and you call me out. You say stop at any point in time, and at the number you stop me at, there's going to be a miracle waiting for you, okay? I start counting now. The first of one who writes stop, got it. I'm starting counting now. Start typing. Oh, you are this annoying audience. You don't say stop. I'm sick of counting. Come on. Crazy challengers, I just received the stop. Crazy, you stopped me at 11. At the number 11. Crazy challenger, stop me at the number 11. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom! Boom! And now everybody with delay. Stop this fucking live stream. It's annoying. You are annoying. Stop. I tell you what, this trick is, for the effect, way too way too complicated. But we are talking about arrangements here, and I just right now remember a trick in another chapter which basically produces the same effect. Remember the one where you just have to remember 15 and the number 15 and the number 16, even if you don't know how it's going? Remember that one? I hope I can, because I performed this once. I tried to do this later on, but first of all I'm going to show you how this is done, right? So you, how the hell did I know? Let's go back to the card table. Let's go back to the card table. How the heck did I know here that the 11 cards would be the selection? Well, it is very simple. I had a setup here at the bottom of the deck. I had the clubs from ace, 2, 3, 4, 5 till the king. You know, we count ace as 1 up to 10, jack is 11, queen is 12, and king is 13. And if this is new to you, where have you been this year on this live stream, right? So this is our setup. We got it. Now, I shuffled the cards beforehand without touching the setup, and this is really a power. Now I lost them. No, I got them. It's really a powerful shuffle, which you will find in the Royal Road to Card Magic right there in chapter 1. You can keep the bottom stock, or if you do it reverse, the top stock with it, and it is simply, after shuffling a bunch of cards in the left hand, an out jog, something like this, and then you take the same portion you shuffled in the hand and you throw it up again. And if you give it a little bit of practice right now, right, you can create this beautiful illusion of completely shuffling the cards without anybody believing that's not possible. Add one or another false card to it, and you created the illusion of the cards be fairly mixed, although you still got your stock, your setup, your arrangement at the bottom of the deck or at the top of the deck, right? That is the first chapter. Remember the first chapter, and there's another chapter with the overhand shuffle. So it is the overhand shuffle here, page 3 to 27, and then we have the overhand shuffle the second time, page 116 to 131, right here. You will find these chapters where I talk about these techniques in detail with the info cards there, info cards, as well as in the playlist in the info box, right? If you want to binge watch, if you want to come back to this later. So this is, and nothing changes about that. The more we work with gimmicks, gaffs, arrangement, the more stuff we bring in. It does not change the fact that the basis on which we build our kingdom of our elusive kingdom is the fundamental delusion we create in the mind of our onlookers that that the deck is fair, it is clean, and it is fairly mixed, right? And we don't do this by bringing attention to it when we shuffle the cards or when we handle the cards. We do it because we are so freaking casual with the cards, and when we shuffle the cards and when we mix or cut the cards or whenever we touch the cards, there is meaning to it, and we only bring attention to the cards when it's needed within the narrative, within the pattern, within the design of the trick. And otherwise, when we shuffle or handle the cards, we do not bring any attention to it. That's just the same thing. Also here with arrangements. So now we have a spectator select a card, and this is really a free choice, but if you want to, you can practice already forcing a card, you know, without actually forcing a card, just getting this feeling and trying to give him one you decided to give him or her. So we have a card selected, and we run here with the jack of, no, where's the jack? What did I do? I shuffled the card. I shuffled the cards, but still I got my arrangement here. So we have a spectator select a card. We have the spectator show the card to everybody else, and we got the ace of spades now, right? Damn, I know I'm good. Damn, I'm so good. We have the card, the ace of spades, on top of the deck, and then we say to the spectator, "I have the cards cut." Spectator cuts the cards, and You say to spectator, have the cards, cut again. Now we play a little game here. And this is entirely up to you how you pull this off. You make this false claim that you are enabled to follow the card with the cuts because, you know, you get the X-ray eyes or whatever. And of course, this is just performing bullshit, which is a huge part of the whole art form, and which you guys should know by now. I'm extremely capable of, and I'm enjoying myself very much. You know, this is the fun part for me. So, and all of this, of course, distracts to the one fact that we just need to get into a position where after the third cut, we start glimpsing the bottom card. And then we have them cards and cut again. And we've been also through the section of glimpsing cards. Now here in the Royal Road to Card Magic, they have in this trick here they have the spectator cut the cards here on your hands, and when they do this on your hands, you get plenty of time to glimpse the cards, right? And you want to come to a result where you have, which I'm just not reaching here right now again, where you have a clubs at the bottom of the deck. Now the club tells you the number of where the target card lies. So the ace indicates 1. That means that our target card, which I now forgot, which was it? Ah yeah, the ace of spades, lies on top of the deck. By the way, something like this I would immediately use to go by this. So I'm glimpsing the ace of clubs. Now I know that the target card lies on top of the deck. Now here you could of course immediately go like for something like well, I know exactly where the card is, yeah, wait. So if it was now, the bottom card would be the 10 or the jack, the 11 or the 8. You would now play this game where you would count down in your head and the people would stop you, and then you would always name the number where you have to go to. Obviously you can't really do this with the 1. So I would improvise here for something, and I would say, well, on top of the deck obviously is the ace. Now after all this cutting, there's only one position where it can be, and it's on top of the deck. And then this is really strong in itself. I just would have the spectator turn the cards over, and then they would discover the ace of spades. Or I would do it like this, where I apparently make a mistake, and then I would fix it, and I would say, you know what, even though I made a mistake, I'm a magician, so I can really make the magic happen, and there comes your ace of spades, right? And then you got your thing, and you're ready to go immediately into an ambitious card if you want to, right? Because you take the card, you place it in to the center of the deck, and guess what? The ace comes jumping back to the top. Now, really cool about it is that all of this obviously is just an illusion, because when you take a close look here, you will realize that it's actually the ace of clubs, and that was really poorly performed. Let me practice a little bit my Mexican turnover. I love this so much. It is such a beautiful move, and I'm so shitty at it. Come on, man, you can do better at Marius. Love this so much. I love this so much. Ah. By the way, the Mexican turnover is something that I love to fool around with. It is not something that necessarily fools people, at least not performed as poorly as I perform it. But it's something that I used to level myself down, or respectively to level my audience up, because sometimes you get, because I'm a stand-up guy, and I'm capable of performing heavy visual sleight of hand magic. So I'm just I just have to cool myself down, because I very often are tempted, you know, to overdose, and then I just have, after like 5 minutes in, I have people being frustrated about the situation. It's like going, what the fuck are you doing? Why stop, right? and you don't want that. And when I realized this, that this is a mistake, you know, showing off, being the me magician, you know, you never want to be that guy. I use the Mexican turnover when I have a table play, like to level myself down, respectively to level the audience, my onlookers up, and this works really well, because then people, they catch up on it, they see it, they realize it, and they get a little bit in there, and no worries, because depending on how you routined, you can blow their minds again around the next corner, you know, if you please. So we got Sebastian Hensel now tuning in. Hey Sebastian, how are you doing? And we got Ivan. Ora, Ivan, is it? From Russia. Hello, how are you doing? It's currently 16 folks watching. So we have this beautiful arrangement at the bottom of the deck. Just let me synopsisize this one more time for you guys. It's very easy. You have a spectator select a card, no matter what it is. We keep here with the ace. We have the spectator cut the cards 2 times, and from now on, you need to cut the deck as many times so that you will have a clubs at the bottom. And I'm doing this here one more time. I still don't have a clubs at the bottom. One more time. Now I have the Jack of Clubs at the bottom, and the Jack of Clubs tells me that the target card, the ace, is in 11th position from the top, right? And now I claim that I could, you know, see the position, that I know the position of the card because of the cutting sequence, because I can do that. And I want to do this differently because I want to have the magic happen. So now I count silently in my head, and I ask the spectators to stop me. And by the way, guys, do not underestimate these interactions with your audience. This is what makes magic strong. This is what makes the difference between you just being a dick performing card tricks, becoming a courageous entertainer who interacts with their audience, because this shit is funny. You go like, I'm counting in my head, you know, and you say stop anytime, and then you go counting. And somebody says stop, and you say you stopped me at the 11, right? And this is funny. This is intrinsically funny, because you know, there are a lot of people who just buy it. They just believe you that you just count in your head, but not everybody is dumbed down yet. That's what I'm usually saying. There's people who really think this is funny, because literally in this situation you're enabled to say any number possible, and people know it. And the people who get it, they're going like, that is really stupid. And then you get this beautiful little moment going on. Also, sometimes the audience interacts with each other, you know, where somebody starts laughing, somebody goes, why is this funny? Because this guy is an idiot. He just could have named any number, right? And then they people, yeah. And if they don't go for this one, they just, you know, are mind blown, because it is the 11th card, right? The ace of spades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom shakalaka. If you just reverse those cards, this order, steal them down one more time, placing them on the table, and then you got your setup going. You just can use the same setup, you know? Maybe, I'm just saying maybe, like something that I just, you know, showed you when we got started here today. So Sebastian N says, fine, thanks, just finished my last lesson for today. Now it's time for OTHMARIUS Magic. Great, Sebastian. But as a teacher, right? Lesson as a teacher. Because when you say lesson, I'm always figuring a pupil. But you're just a pupil in my class. But you're a teacher yourself, right? What was it? Philosophy and anthropology or something. So all is well with Ivan. How are you? I'm fine. Tell me, Ivan, we got Extinct Rebellion also being rebellious in Russia? I believe so, right? So now let me try to figure out if I still can remember this trick. The other trick. No, I don't want to ruin the setup here. No, I got to find a deck that has no setup. I got so many decks with setup on my table. How was this trick? How was this trick? So I have a spectator shuffle the cards. Genuine shuffle. Genuine shuffle. How was it? I asked the spectator to pick up a portion of cards. To cut off a portion of, not too much. 8, 5, 10 cards, a small portion. And people are very cute. People are doing this generally, so they're picking up the cards. And I'm tempted, and don't show me. You know, don't show me. I don't want to see. Just count the number of cards. They count the number of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9, 11, 12. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is this 11? One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards. They keep the cards for the moment. They don't tell me the number. So I'm coming back. They have their number, and I say to them, listen, I'm going to deal down a certain amount of cards on the table. I'm going to show you them, and I want you to memorize the card that comes to your number, the number of the cards you just lifted up. So this is completely fair. I have no chance whatsoever. I even blindfold myself. So I blindfold myself, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And after the 15th card, I stop and I say, did your number come? And they go, so yeah, they did come. So, did you memorize the card at that position? They say, yeah. I say, very well. Now let's do a little experiment here, right? Taking the cards from them. Say, check this out. Take a look at the cards here on the table. Check this out. I need you now to think, and here, it's all just like that, right? I need you to think of the card right now. Think of the card. Think of the card right now. Think of the card. All of you, you need to think of the card. And it was their card that appeared face up in the cards dealt down. Ooh. Now you think that's lame? Give it a try. It will prove you wrong. I did this a couple of times now. It's impromptu, it's bulletproof, it's super easy. And people are they're looking down. That's how most of the people react. They're like this, and they realize this, they see this beautiful picture, that's what they see, and then they're looking up like this. It's literally like, how did you do that? So it blows their mind. They have no freaking idea. It's beautiful. So we have basically here again a visual revelation of a reverse card appearing in the dealt pack, with a complete free selection, with what somebody has decided just with their mind, and then they pulled the card out of the deck with their mind. Super powerful, super strong, and much easier from the whole design than just arranging a whole suit at the bottom of the deck. Am I right, or am I right, folks? I don't know what is it. It's also in the Royal Road to Card Magic. Absolutely super dope. I love this so much. And here we go. Really, this is so beautiful about the Royal Road of Card Magic. The Royal Road of Card Magic has given us a huge variety of tricks. The basic toolbox of what we need, and now it's up to us to choose which tricks we're gonna use. By the way, I want to kindly ask you to write your favorite card tricks into the comment section, and especially if those are card tricks that use arrangements in the context of this video here, in the comments, maybe with a little anecdote or with a little insight why you love this trick so much, or how did you find it, or whatever. Or maybe you can name also a source, or maybe even a link to a performance video, not an explanation video, a performance video. Because I'm very convinced that before you tackle a trick, before you learn a trick, you should always experience the effect firsthand, so that you can remember when you perform it. And when you lose, eventually you will lose the sensation of wonder. as you study the trick, as you learn the trick, as you routine the trick, and then when you start performing it, you will lose the sensation of wonder about it. And at a certain point, you will be so detached from everything that's happening with your hands. You will be observing the reactions of your audience. You will try to make your performance more crisp, more up to the point. You will be working on your lines, and so on and so on. So it's really important not only to first really embrace the effect from a pure moment of being astounded about what had just happened, and you also got to keep this sensation alive throughout your whole life, throughout your whole career as a magician, which is the hardest part, which is really the hardest part, because of course the more you know, of course you can appreciate and value the performances of other magicians, especially if they're performing well, or if they invent new things, and so on. But in general, you should try as hard as possible not to lose the sensation about the effect, because this is what laymen experience, and you need to remember this to connect with them at that very moment, and in order then to modulate it, to kind of, you know, work with it. That's what you eat. That's what you're in for. Oh, why should I forget you, Ivan? No worries, man. You're showing up occasionally here. This is a very small community with currently 17 people watching. We get to know each other in the Discord channel. Links is in the info box. Having a great time, just going through some card tricks, studying magic together, improving in what we love, because it's a beautiful art form, you know, to go out there and perform magic. This is absolutely funny. So Crazy Challengers writes, I really like Ed Marlowe's Easy Ace estimation, but the arrangement is done while you shuffle. Paul Harris' Interlaced Vanish is my favorite trick, but the arrangement isn't that great, but it exists. Awesome, thank you for that interaction. Maybe you can put this, copy and paste this, and then put it also into the comments so that I can later also find it. Because I don't want to waste more time watching my beautiful face than I already do in the mirror and or on camera when I practice my stuff, you know. So now the next trick uses basically the same principle. This motherfucker makes so much fog. I can't see the page for 3 seconds. The page in front of me. That's a nunchaku. It's called nunchaku. And that's a tank. There goes the liquid in. And then you push the bottom. And then you make a lot of fog. And this, I know this is gonna, I know I will never ever need a cigarette in my life anymore. And I'm already, and I was a heavy smoker. Took me 1 week. I'm already down at a very low dose of nicotine, 3 milligram per milliliter. That is really low. And I will try to suck at this as little as less, not so much. In my daily routines and stuff, because this was the most annoying thing about being a cigarette smoker. Since a cigarette is designed to hit you with the nicotine right when you pull your first when you start smoking it, so you get conditioned to interrupt your workflows just to get the hit. And I was rolling tobacco, so it takes a lot of time. It always takes you out of a workflow. Freaking annoying. And this sucker here, because it's not a cigarette, the nicotine hit comes with a delay. So within a week, I've lost the sensation of, you know, taking the hit immediately when I need it. It's more than get my dose of nicotine floating through the day, and by thus really crazily losing the sensation of needing to take it. And I'm guessing that I hope that very soon I will only need this as a as an assistant when I go out, because that's one thing. I like to go out. I hang out at bars and I like to drink and talk bullshit and perform magic, and in a real world for grown-ups, you know, no family-friendly content, that is, right? Real grown-ups in this cruel world we're living in. So I just, you know, when you have a great night and you're excited about yourself and everybody else, and it gets groovy, you know, I know I will not be able to resist to fight my addiction, you know. So there was the thing, you know. I'm not in the. I just have to stay out of this environment in order not to keep on poisoning myself with cigarettes. And now this is really a decent solution, since this is so much healthy, not healthier. It's so much. It comes with so much less risk, you know. I'm so happy. It's so you can't believe. I can't tell you how happy this makes me. So Tushani Balkar writes, I never smoked or drink till this day. I'm 28. That's freaking thumbs up for that, man. So you're one of the few people in this on this channel who didn't fuck up their brain in their teens and 20s. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. So Carl Gardner writes, are you going to do any more improved card tricks? To do more any more improved card tricks? Improvise card tricks? Yeah, sure thing. Like the easiest one. Now, before I get into this deal away, the easiest one is, of course, the Poker Players Picnic. You know the Poker Players Picnic, guys, do you? It is, so I need one ace. Let's see if I haven't done this for a long time like this. I need two aces. So this is how I usually do it. And I say to my specs, I say, listen, put the aces. Oh no, I'm gonna show you. I remember something. I put the aces at some random positions, right here. I'm gonna show you something very nice. Something very nice, right? And then I do so, and I say, make it look very beautiful. Look, we got the aces here right now. That was not so elegant, but I got them here. Look, I show you this. I got them here all at different positions, right? Look, I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place them right there into the deck, bang, square them up, and then I start shuffling the cards right from the scratch. Start shuffling the cards. That didn't work so much. So, shuffling the cards. Hey, OTHMARIUS Maniacs, I've been a long time since I found time to be here again. I gotta do this one more time here. So anyways, I shuffle the cards now. And how is this called? I got a tutorial on my channel on this one too. Now I have some spectators select the cards. So say, pick just intuition. Just tip on one card. This one here, very well. Now the next one, tip on one card. This one here, try to remember where they were. Like this one here. Okay, very well. Now try this one here, very well. So I got all these cards here, and we're in the same situation here. Let me show you this. In the same situation, I got all my 4 cards, and you can see they're in a good position here, right? Absolutely good. See them? Different positions. Now I will just take them and place them on the bottom of the deck, and then I'll deal them from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. You select it out of the deck, and guess what? It is the 4 freaking aces. Yeah. Now I want to do this routine here. There's another version where you do this face up much faster. This is how Dai Vernon did it, the faster version. I don't even know where I picked this one up. So you close it like this, you say like this, you go like this, say, look, all these cards are in different positions, right? The aces. That's how I usually do it, like that. And I say, look, I'm going to push the aces fairly here into this deck, and then I start shuffling the cards. That's how it's supposed to look like, right? That is, by the way, the Hindu shuffle. It is the same thing. And then, of course, you can use the overhand shuffle, and then you shuffle them cards, nom 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 nom, to the top of the deck. Give them one more card. Let me see if these cards are really well shuffled. Very well, really well shuffled. And then you have them spectators cut the cards. 4 spectators, get as many as possible involved, and then you say, you know, now comes the magic ritual. Take any spectator, takes any pack, deals round 3 onto an empty spot, 1, 2, 3 onto the other piles. Next spectator. Introduction, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why 3? Why always 3? Because 3 is the magic number. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once again, okay, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then you do a little bit of recap, and you say, guys, fair shuffle deck, aces mixed in there, and you cut the cards yourself. I didn't have any influence on that whatsoever. And then look at what cards you cut to, and then they turn them over, and there are the 4 aces, and everybody is completely mind blown. And of course, now I set them up with a little false shuffling routine. But this is also a trick with an arrangement. 4 aces at the top of the deck or the bottom of the deck. And if you mastered the overhand shuffle and the Hindu shuffle, you're enabled to work these suckers like miracles. Honestly. You will find all the in-depth tutorials on all the tricks I did on my channel page. Tricks, tutorials. It's not so much, I didn't do so many trick tutorials so far. I was focusing on building the groundwork, building the card handling groundwork, because you gotta do this proper, you know? Not just learning one trick after another. You gotta get the decent handling at your fingertips, and then you are enabled to make choices, much more confident and conscious choices about what you want to put into your repertoire. And then you can give it a try. Is everything okay with the music, or is it too loud? So I really like it. I'm happy to tell you about it on Discord. Just joined your server. Crazy challenges, amazing, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, and Ivan is in a crisis divorcing his wife tomorrow. It's going to be probably a shitty day, or maybe not. I'm so sorry. Take care of yourself. Good luck with that, and don't be too hard on yourself. Life is a crazy journey, and trust me, we all have been through our dark times. You know. Good luck to you, Ivan. Good luck to you. So, we are rolling here for 1 hour and 2 minutes. So far, a pretty productive session, I believe. I want to go into the same setup. We got a suit of... No. This is... well, you got to be careful when you got pre-arranged decks and you're working with more than one deck. And you mix them up and you go into one routine, but the wrong deck. Sometimes I have slight different setups with variations, so I can go to take different routes. So sometimes I'm better with this, but I am on the wrong track with the wrong deck. And I'm just realizing this when it's way too late. You don't want to be there. This is like free climbing, and then realizing that you won't make it, and you're just gonna fall. You know, you're just gonna fall. And at the moment where you realize it, it's like, oh my God, it's gonna be such a long fall, and it's going to be such a hard hit, and there's nothing I can do about it. I hate this shift in consciousness, you know? Right, you at one moment you're super confident about what you're doing, and the next moment it's just a stream of, how you say this, of terror and pain and fear, anxiety. So a crazy challenge is as if I have plans to exploring expert card technique. It's my absolute Bible, and I would love to go through it, share notes, and create more. Yeah, well, I was wondering what we will do after the Royal Road to Card Magic, and expert card table or expert at the card table. But I believe the majority of this community is for expert card technique. So let it be expert card technique. Will also be for myself, absolutely enriching. Yeah. So now I just wanted to go one more thing here, which I like, because this is something you can use in many ways. Having shown the trick, blah blah blah. So now you say this mind reading thing. Now the premise here is that you can transport or manipulate the mind of others. It's a topic people really love. So you can just make somebody think of a card, basically. I am projecting my thoughts to you. I want you to make your mind a complete blank, and name the first card that comes to mind. That card will be the card I'm projecting to you. Are you ready? All right, quickly name a card. Or something like this, you say to your spectator. Now, mind projection is something that is called a is from parascience, but it's not parascience. It is true like ghosts and spirits, and I am a master of thought projection. I will now project a card into your thought, and I really love to do something like this. And when people are, yeah, sure, bullshit, right? And it's like, now make your mind empty, like a blanket, like a blank blanket. Empty your head now, and then, yeah, now say a card. All right, quickly. And then they name a card, any card, and then they say, right, this is marvelous. This was the card I was projecting to you. Again, the same bullshit. People enjoy this. People will laugh. It's amusing. You can completely play this thing. Give it a try. Just a little bonus here, little joke. So, and then you say, now you have this premise. I have a proof that I actually can do this. And then we have the same situation here, basically. The spectator is going to find the card themselves. Let me give this a try. So, shuffling the cards. We'll try shuffling the cards. Yeah, that was lousy, but I'm not really in a good position here. Shuffling the cards. Very well. Here, please take a card. Spread the pack and have one remove the upper three fourths. So we have a card selected once again. There we go. We got the 9 of spades, ladies and gentlemen. We're rolling with the 9 of spades. Have the card shown to all and placed on the top of the deck, after which you invite the spectator to make one complete cut. 9 of spades, burying the card right here in the center of the pack. Pick up the pack and make an overhand false shuffle. Very nice one. Looks something like this. Right? We find the overhand false shuffle on in the chapter of the overhand shuffle. So now we play this game. The card is lost. Spectator will find the card. You're going to find yourself. Hand him the pack. Please deal cards face downwards on the table. 10 or 12 or 15. As many as you like. When you feel an impulse to stop, deal stop. Now, the spectator deals a number of cards and then stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He stops at 13. 13 cards. So the ace is this. I say now the ace represents the number 1. Please deal one more card. And he goes, one more card. Now the queen represents, what does the queen represent? The 12. Deal 12 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, the 4, you stopped again. Deal 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, stop. What was your card? And then he says the 9 of spades. Well, turn the card over and it is the 9 of spades. Da 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 da. Now, in this example right now you saw where the trick can go fishy because we just dealt plain through the whole stalk. So what went wrong? Maybe I did not cut enough. But basically it is the same trick, or it's the same principle. We have our stalk, right? We have the stalk at the bottom of the deck. We have the card shuffled. We have a spectator select a card. We have the card look. The 9 of spades again. And then we cut the stalk onto the spectator's card. 9 of spades. Boom. And then the deck guides him towards a thing. You have him just deal the cards and tell him that he should stop at a, small amount of cards. Let's give this one more time to try. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He stops at 7. It's the 1, the ace again. Deal one more card. 1, it's the 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we are in the same situation again that we're dealing in the stalk here. Right? So then we go down 9, and now it would be obvious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know what I'm doing wrong here right now, because obviously we are not going to have the spectator deal the cards face up. I'm an idiot. I'm a world-class, outstanding, undisputed idiot. So, one more time, we're doing this right. So, it's a very nice trick. It is just a variation of the other one with the same arrangement here, the clubs at the bottom of the deck. So we do this, we bring the cards out, we give them, of course, a little shuffle. Any kind of false cut we like to do. I still got them very nice. My hands are tired. There we go. And then we have the spectator pick a card out where we practice to force, not really forcing. We have the 2 of spades, we place it there. We have the spectator cut the cards, and then we do a false overhand shuffle, complete false overhand shuffle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out chalk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Creates the illusion of the deck fully shuffled. We're in the same situation after 1 card, so the stalk is above the, 2 of spades. Now we have the spectator deal the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This time it stops at the 9. I say, look at the card. Deal 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a look at the card. Oh, you take a look at the card. What, this one or this one? Doesn't matter. It goes there. So the queen, that represents the number 12. Deal 12 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stop. 12. What was your card? The 2 of spades. There is your card. Boom. Very, very powerful presentation of the trick. Now it works. Now I understood it. That's why we do this, you know? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Do I like it? Well, it's once again this thing. It is nice to know. It gives me an idea, but I think it's too much to consider, too much to get ready for the effect. I just would go to this one trick I just showed you, where the spectator takes the cards, counts them, and then memorizes a card. It's much straightforward, much more easier for me, and it has even a stronger effect. So why would I choose something like this to that one, right? So this is why pictures could help, but the best way to learn is by trying. Crazy challenges, that's right. Just give it a try, and then you see. Momento Magicus com Leodini is in the house. Hi guys, I'm later. It doesn't matter. We're still in it. We're just still looking at those tricks. Now I skip red and blacks. Red and blacks it's a 2-card revelation where you have to completely separate the red from the black cards, which is only makes sense as an idea if you want to go into oil and water. You guys know oil and water, which is one of the most beautiful effects in card magic, and there are so many versions out there. And actually, this is really high on my list to go into a full blast oil and water studies. You know, what are the versions out there? What do I consider the best? And then just nail it. And if you know oil and water, if you know good version, I would really be thankful if you share this with me in the comments of this video, of this live stream, or on our Discord channel. You will find the link in the info box. Once again, all relevant links in the info cards as well as in the info box. And thanks to the OTHMARIUS, everything is going down here. The OTHMARIUS to support me on Patreon. This is why I'm still rolling on YouTube, although the algorithm is giving me a freaking hard time. It is a crazy year. My channel is declining right now once again. It's like I'm not even making for my last 30 uploads, only one video or two video made is over 500 views, and everything else stayed even under 300 fucking views. Can you believe that? It's so frustrating. But hey, I'm not in for YouTube rant right now. So there are more tricks. There are more tricks, but I will just, one more thing I will do, I will go into this Jack's Wild, because I had my issues with it. And I just want to, you know, figure this out here, taking a chance. We are rolling for 1 hour, 60 minutes with currently 20 folks watching. Thank you so much. That's what we're going to do. And then before I get into this, I want to talk a little bit here about the introduction of the chapter. But before I want to do that, I just want to show you one more time here this beautiful web browser, the Brave browser I'm using. That's the back end of a live stream here, by the way. 20 folks watching, this lines, and this is me in the back. So I'm using the Brave browser here, and we are watching here right now. We're listening here in the background all the time here to Royalty-Free Planet. Those guys are awesome. They're collecting and bringing together the best royalty-free music on the web. Here on the giving them a like here on the Synthi Wave playlist. I owe those guys. I did not have any how do you say this, claims with the music I used here, but amazing. But the Brave browser, which is super slick, Chromium based, comes with an inbuilt ad blocker, inbuilt firewall, blocking all spy bots, trackers, malware and shit. It's super fast, super slick. Right now you see it loading really slowly, but also I am streaming right now, wireless, by the way, and still it delivers a decent performance. And it comes with this inbuilt crypto wallet, which you can see up here when you click here. And this crypto wallet enables you to tip and to contribute with a monthly distribution your favorite content creators just by watching their website or their content on their websites or on YouTube, as long as they're verified. Now they had an update here. You can now take money out of the wallet from the browser, which was one thing that was really missing, and it is freaking amazing. I love it. So if you haven't heard about this browser yet, check it out with the link, affiliated link in the info box at the very end, where I also give a little shout out to these guys and my favorite musicians who do royalty-free music. Test it for 30 days. It's a free download. Test it for 30 days. I get $5 in basic attention token, which I immediately contribute to my favorite content creators. It's a super awesome system which really helps, which really answers the problems and really offers solutions to the trouble we have with this data collecting targeted ad business model of Google and YouTube, which ruins it for fucking everybody. This is the answer. Become a part of it ASAP. This is how it looks from the back end. Very simple. You can here decide which content creators you want to support. Right now it's only royalty-free Planet because so many YouTubers have not found this yet. But I believe this will change drastically over the course of time, and then we will be able to support each other with no middleman. Let's cut the freaking middleman out there. Right. This is the Discord channel. Look at this, guys. You are totally active there. I just didn't watch. I think it's amazing. Awesome. And this is the video by Richard Bellers. That's cool. Yes, I do have it. Right now, I've been asked if I have Tamaris Nomentica. I do have it. I have all the most important works of Tamaris. I have it in my collection. I also studied it already a little bit, but I wasn't able to memorize it yet because I'm a dyslexic, and I found even with the tips or with the work strategy, the memorizing strategy offered in the book, I wasn't successful. But I will not let it go. But this is really another level. This is add this to a decent amount of sleight of hand, and you're enabled to do absolutely insane things. This is now this is card magic, which is that is another level. This is another level. Oh, that was sharp. What happened? So, in the present chapter, we shall give you a number of tricks requiring an arrangement to the cards which will bring about a result you desire. These arrangements must be made without the knowledge of the audience, and this may be accomplished in one of these ways. You can pre-arrange them, bring them out, just false shuffle. You may place an arrangement in your pocket, palm it, place it upon there. You may arrange the cards openly between tricks. You know, performers like Leonard Green or Marlowe do it. Or you just switch decks in between if you care. And you can even arrange cards during the course of a trick. Or you can arrange a deck and routine or whole set in a manner that the arrangement guides you through it. Jerome Ferrier, don't die on the vape, man. Well, that was a plan in the first thing. I didn't know what I did there. Maybe that was a little drip back or something. I really felt this. But still, this vaping thing is super soft compared to cigarettes. It's crazy. And look at the fog. That's absolutely bananas. I went into my favorite pub, and there's another guy who's vaping, and I was like so totally like, hey, dude, what is happening here? I was like, hey, dude, I'm vaping now too. And he was like, yeah, and we were standing there, and we were like getting, pushing ourselves to the limit, and we became, I believe they are called cloud chasers. So we were cloud chasing, and then at a certain point, like everybody, and it's a heavy smoker bar. It's a punk bar, okay? It's not a pussy bar. It's a heavy smoker bar, and everybody was like, even like heavy smoking was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like nobody could see shit anymore because we were vaping like lunatics. It's like yeah, that's new. That's what the kids do. I said. That's what the kids do now. Yeah, beware, because this tastes super delicious. I got here tobacco, whiskey, chocolate cookie, strawberry, whatever. It's like, it's unbelievable. It tastes that's the e-cigarette. It tastes super sweet. It's crazy. Because it's vape. It's not vape. So the chemicals they get into vape, they will turn into vape, and then they carry the flavor with it, and when you exhale, the flavor keeps on your tongue, and then it's like it's like a dessert. It's crazy shit. When I think about it, maybe this makes me more this is more addictive than cigarettes. Like, and there are people now in the States that are where in some states they ban the flavors now. The people, they must be so pissed. It's like, now they can't have their favorite strawberry flavor anymore. I would be so pissed. I would revolt. I would overthrow the freaking fucking government. But seriously, they keep selling cigarettes because they're in the business, and then taking flavors away from grown-ups because of the children. You know? Yeah. Put the children in cages and take grown-ups the flavors away. Welcome to the land of the free. What flavor is that? Sorry, off topic. Yeah, that just it's smoke. It's like smoking shisha basically, but it's not combustible tobacco. But it feels very much the same. It's a cold smoke, and it's a vape. It's not smoke. It's vape. Yeah. It's crazy, but it helped me. I haven't been smoking a cigarette for 1 week, and I don't know when I did this the last time. And last time I stopped smoking, 2016, I just stopped, and then I just started again. And I intend to get this thing going on a level that just when I know I'm out there in a social situation where the temptation is going to be so high, and I know you got to be real, you know. You just gotta be real. You can't just have a beer or 2 beer in a smoker pub, you know, in an Irish pub or something, you know, doing card tricks and or whatever, and then believing that you will not start smoking. That's just ridiculous. It's not working, and I guess this is going to help me, and I'm very confident about it. Anyways, off topic, doesn't really matter. Let's go to the last trick with the jacks. Jacks Wilds, okay? Now, we are rolling for 1 hour, 25 minutes with currently 20 folks watching, which is amazing. Everybody tuning in right now, you're rocking awesome. You're very welcome. If you don't know me yet, my name is OTHMARIUS, and I'm running the most, the slowest growing card magic YouTube channel in the history of YouTube. I don't know what I did to the AI. I don't know what I did to Susan Shuvitsky, or whatever her freaking name is, personally. But the freaking AI is just like treating me like garbage, like freaking garbage. I'm uploading high quality stuff, and the algorithm is just not showing me to people. I don't know what it is. But probably all of you found me by search because you were looking for a decent tutorial on one or another slide, and then the algorithm would feed you all the crap that's out there on YouTube, because the algorithm knows this keeps people watching, and then at the very end, before you get frustrated, you get the candy. That's how YouTube works these days for research channels. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. But what can we do? What can we do? It's a pact with the devil. Anyways, so let's go for this last trick here. So here we are, and I just wanted to talk about this one a little bit, because this is also something this will become very relevant for you guys. When you perform a certain card magic style, people at a certain point will assume that you can do impossible things with your hands. And if you then smuggle in a gimmick card, or you work with a setup, or with a gaff, or with whatever, you are enabled to, I don't know, contradict this expectation of the audience. So when you do then something that is impossible, where they kind of know that your hands can't be involved, but they believe that you have this ability, this kicks the magic. And this is a little bit like this because you are here now, it's not really like this, but it just, you know, elaborates the idea a little bit, because you are talking about sophisticated sleight of hand, about the second deal, and then you can deal the jacks, and it's always the jack coming to the spectator, but of course you're working with an arrangement, and it's really, really clever if you do it, and if you counter cross this. So when the people are expecting sleight of hand, but it's not sleight of hand, it's blowing their mind, and if they're expecting something else and you're working with sleight of hand, that's also really good. You know, when they think you can only do it with a gimmick deck or something. And then you say, yeah, give me your deck, right? So, now arrange the jacks so that they are in the following order from top of the deck down. So, we need the jack of spades. Let me find the jack of spades here. Cameras out! Guys, I hope you have a you are practicing cards while you do this. I want to hear a big yes, sir. Jack of spades, jack of diamonds. I want to hear yes, OTHMARIUS, sir. We are practicing cards, listening to your unspeakable wisdom. Like, honestly, man. You guys, do I have Americans, US citizens watching right now? Because guys, you should have changed your constitution. You should allow non-Americans or non-US born running for president, because then Arnold Schwarzenegger would have had half the chance to run for president for the United States of America. And at this point, I believe that that would have been the worst that could have happened to mankind. That's the low. That's how low we are right now. So change the constitution, and then I come with a green card and I run for president of the United States of America. What do you say to that? With my commie hat. What's happening with the music? Okay, I've completely lost my train of thoughts here, and I, for a second I was thinking about how it would feel like being president. It doesn't even need to be the United States of America. Any kind of institution is pretty much enough. Couldn't handle the responsibility. People looking at you. What are we gonna do, Mr. President? And I'll be like, I don't know, man. Just chill, hang loose. Just don't stress out everybody. But we need to make profit. We need to conquer the world. We need to make an impact on the world. It's like, I don't know, man. What about just hanging loose? Just doing what we always did, you know? Eating bananas. And playing jokes on the other monkeys. And then we just sit in the sun and in the rain. And in between we enjoy the monkey ladies. And all the other options. And I wouldn't be president for long, I'm telling you. But that's okay. It has never been my goal. So, I don't know. The jacks. We were with the jacks, right? I'm so sorry. I'm so retarded by now. Maybe I'm telling you one more thing. Because they're always saying vaping is not dangerous, or not as dangerous as smoking cigarettes. But I'm not so sure. Maybe what is happening here? Maybe vaping makes stupid. This is theory. But honestly, you gotta. And I'm going to be your test experiment. I'm doing a self experiment because I watch a lot of those vaping people, and I very often had the impression those wouldn't be the brightest. of the brightest. And it can't be. Maybe that's the heavy side effect of vaping. I don't know. Indians in India love Donald Trump and Indian in America vote against him. Not lol. Okay. All right. So, currently 20 folks watching. I'm trying to get this with the jacks here. So what's the setup? The setup is Jack of Spades, Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs, any card, and a Jack of Hearts, and so on. From the top of the deck down. Oh, I'm such an idiot. From the top of the deck down. So, from the top of the deck down is... No, once again. Oh, man. Jack of Spades, Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs, any card, and Jack of Hearts, so on. So that's what we got on top of the deck. Now, take the pack saying, see if you can catch me when I deal the second card. Deal the top card to the spectator, the next to yourself, the third to the spectator, the fourth to yourself, the fifth to the spectator. Slide your next card, the sixth, under the two before you pick up all three and replace them on the deck. Deal the top card to the spectator. So I'm dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take those, place them back on the deck, like this. Now we turn the cards over, and we have 2 black jacks. Did you see the second deal? You inquire. I gave you 3 jacks. Turn this card face up on the table, showing 2 black jacks on top of a red jack. That's where we are right now. Slide the top black jack under the other 2, pick up all 3 and place them face downwards on the pack. So I take those. I take those and I place them on top of the deck. Boom. I'll do it again, you say. I repeat the deal and he will again have 2 black jacks and a red jack. Since the red jack is below the 2 black each time, it's not noticed that it is the other red jack. Again, slide the top black jack under the other 2 and replace them face downwards on the pack. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing here. I'm dealing once again. 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me. No. Pick them up, place them on the table. I turn them around again. See what we got here again. We got 2 black jacks and a red one. So it's this game, 2 black and a red one. So I take the black one, I put it underneath here, I place them on top of the deck, right? Listen and you'll hear the second card is as it slides from under top and makes a hissing sound. Repeat the deal once more. Show that the spectator has the 3 jacks, pick them up and drop them face downwards on the pack. So I do this one more time, a third time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. And again, we got 1, 2 black and 1 red. I don't know right now, is this impressive? I gotta wait more to understand it. So they tell me it takes 20 years to develop a good second deal. It's not 20 years, but it's 5. You drop both hands to your sides and grasp your chair, hitching it forward as to make yourself more comfortable. Under cover of this natural action, turn the pack over with your left thumb, bring it up into view, and the reversed card uppermost. Oh, I've got a setup reversed at the bottom. I didn't notice. Okay, I need the 4 aces now. I didn't notice. I'm sorry. So another ace, another ace, another ace. It's learning card tricks is quite annoying, quite honestly. So I placing the ace first, also with 4 in different cards. So I interlace them with 4 in different cards, which places the aces first, third, 5th, and 7th. Right. Place the setup on 4 in different cards. Upon 4 indifferent cards and place all face upwards at the bottom of the pack. So I've got 4 more indifferent cards. No, these are not my indifferent cards. 4 indifferent cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I place everything upon there and I place it reversed at the bottom of the deck. Now it's reversed. Okay. So. I take those cards again. Place them here. And under the natural of getting my share right, I bring the pack reversed around, okay? That is a sneaky move. Isn't that mean? And I say, I do this again. I deal a regular poker hand this time. You continue and I try to give you all 4 jacks. Deal the cards in the ordinary manner. When he turns his cards, he finds the 4 aces. So you go, now you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your poker hand, right? You can get rid of these cards immediately. You don't need them really. And then he turns this cards around and it is the 4 aces. And when the guy looks at the 4 aces, I would just do a half pass and bring everything back to order. Something like this. Yeah. And we still got the setup going here on top to do the same thing. Okay. Do you want me to go through this a second time? I don't think so. It's too late. We're doing this for 1 hour and 39 minutes right now with currently 18 folks watching. Jack's Wild, however, is a nice thing, which you can play which is something you can do very playfully. This is something, however, you want a routine into more a gambling kind of thing, and kind of more where you perform more as a card shark gambler type magician rather than a wizard magician, right? And I think something like this is really good with a ace production, 4 aces production or something, and then the 3-card Monte and similar gambling types of tricks, something like that. Arrangements. Couple of very nice tricks. Now, next session, next week, we are going to talk about routines, routining card tricks into little acts, putting them together, because it's also a challenge not only to present one trick after another, but to put them together eloquently so that they create a meaning and that they create a whole flow of conscious, so to say, and that the effects kind of, elaborate each other and point at each other in a certain way. This is coming up next week in the live stream series, walk through the royal road to card magic. It is pretty much at the end of the whole session. We have been doing this every Tuesday this year, and if you are right now watching this and new to the show and you want to get back, or you're working with the book and you want to look at the chapters, I have it all in a playlist. Find this in the info cards as well as in the info box, and then you can just rewatch the whole thing, and maybe we will do a remake one day as it looks next week and the week after, and then we're gonna have a little break, and then we're going probably to treat ourselves with the expert card technique. I don't know if this is going down still this year, but we'll see. Evil Bunny is in the house saying, Marius, hello good sir. Hello, Evil Bunny. It's quite a convoluted method, I think, with all the dealing and the demonstration of skills. It does require some careful scripting, crazy challenges. I agree 100%. Absolutely, yes. Yes, and this is the thing. I'm planning to do it next week in a manner so that I will choose my favorite tricks. I have already kind of a routine, which I'm working very often. It's my number one go-to. It is designed. It's the simplest bulletproof thing I know, and these are my favorite, basically, effects, which I like to jazz around with, and I will give you some insight on what I do there. This is how to say. This is the most profound, most solid, easiest, but yet workable and very powerful stuff you can do. So this is ideal for beginners, but then again, of course, and this is. At this point, you're kind of on your own. This is then entirely up to you, what you choose, what you want to do, what you like. As long as you keep the basic rules, keep it simple for yourself, keep it simple for your audience, have a beautiful variation of effects, and never lose the focus of the main objective, which is entertaining your audience. And magic is only a means of doing that. And if you keep that in mind, or in the back of your mind, with that in the back of your mind, you are completely free to roam, to browse, to try, to test it out. Because some things you might like, and you will find you don't like so much performing, and there are other things you would just like giving it a try, and then you find yourself having the greatest success with it. So this is then basically the next level leveling up immensely, really reaching a level where what you practice becomes meaningful, becomes relevant out there, with the feedback from audience, with a feedback of yourself, remembering what happened when you performed it. And it's a very, very different situation than just being alone with yourself in your room practicing your thing, right? It will totally boost your magic. It will change everything. It will change your whole perspective on what you have been doing so far, if you don't have the experience yet. And if you have it, you will know that what I'm saying right now should resonate with you. For next week, I will try to build up just as a challenge for myself. I will try to build a routine with the tricks I rediscovered so far with this live stream series. I have something in mind there. I will also try to build a. Now I'm how do you say it? I'm putting my head far out of the window. Do you say this in English? I don't know. It's a German saying. Sich weit aus dem Fenster lehnen. To lean very far out of the window. Like kind of a 5 to 7 phase routine. I'd like to bring some Ace production in there. Well, Ace productions are really lovely, and I remember a very beautiful thing also by John Bannon, where you switch the aces in the hands of the spectator, something like this, very beautiful. So bringing something into the hands of the spectator, and then also this beautiful double card change on the table. There was this one trick when I looked at it, I had this sensation where I said this could be something really worth getting into the repertoire, and then to see what you can build with it, build out of it. Once again, if you guys know some dope oil and water routines, hook me up in our Discord channel. You'll find the link in the info box or in the comments here of this video. Norbert Cusack said, I cannot wait for next episode. Thank you, OTHMARIUS. Norbert, you are very, very welcome. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with me, to being loyal, for tuning in here. Today we had more folks watching than usual, between 15 and 20. Usually it's between 10 and 50, so 5 more folks shuffled in today. I'm very happy about it. Without your support, with your engagement here, also on Discord, especially your support on Patreon, all you OTHManiacs, thank you so much. None of this would be going down. And I will hook you up also very soon on what's happening this year. Again, the Christmas season is coming very fast at us. I'm already really exhausted, and the workload from now on is just going higher. So I got to figure out and really make smart decisions, also taking care of my own health. Talking about health. Look at the smoke, this motherfucker. This is crazy. Fortune King say, thank you, ROyAL. Peace be the journey. Yes, peace be the journey. Cheers, man. I support your work. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. It really means a lot to me. And then, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up in the future. What can I say? That's it for today. Thank you all so much. I had a blast of a time. We are rolling right now for 1 hour, 48 minutes, 15 seconds with 17 viewers currently, 120 playbacks, a chat rate of 2, and an average view duration of 15 minutes. Thank you so much, guys. My name is OTHMARIUS. This is just what I do. I had a blast of a time. Keep practicing. Practice well. It will come to you. Remember, the objective is to become the best magician only you can become, because there's only one like you. And in the meantime, don't let them drive you crazy. The world is completely like bananas right now, and people are full of anger and hate, and it's just not our concern. We stick with our playing cards. We have a vision for our lives, and we try to do the best we can, right? And that's as easy as it is. Hellcat just showed up. Hellcat, you're late. You're late. What can I say? I'm just closing in right now. I'm sorry, but you can rewatch the whole thing if you're interested in learning card magic. We are in the middle. We are at the end of the royal road to card magic, so to say. And today we talked about some tricks with arrangements. And next week we're going to talk about how to routine those tricks, how to actually piece it all together in order to go out there and perform decent card magic with the simplest of means, to stun our audience, to amuse our audience, to entertain our audience by creating tricks and illusions in the best case scenario with just an ordinary deck of playing cards. And that's it for now. Thank you so much, all of you watching. Thanks, ROyAL Gate. See you on Discord or next live, guys. That's it for me for now. I'm checking out. You be sure, in the meantime, more magical stuff is going to be uploaded very, very soon. ROyAL Magic. Like and subscribe.